Hello there, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and today we're going to discuss a new NX rumour. Now wait, I know I've said that I hate these rumours, but this one's special, so just wait! Reports have been flooding our inbox about a manufacturer of ROM chips called Macronix, who apparently have come forward with a statement that suggests that the NX may be using cartridges and not the old-fashioned disc-me-doos. Now, before you start sharpening your pitchforks and just jumping into the comments to string me up for the cretin that I am, bear with me because there is actually, well, just listen to this quote. Oh, and apologies for the poor English, I didn't translate this. It was originally in Japanese, and yeah, it's a bit dodgy. Macronix ROM chips are usually supplied to video game console maker Nintendo. Although the sales is in off-season during the first quarter, the revenue is similar compared to that with the same period last year. Wu Mean suggested that as Nintendo had just announced it would release a new generation console in March next year, and the console will be launched at the same time in Japan, America, and Europe, so ROM sales are expected to increase in the latter half of this year and will have a large growth potential. Alright, that's a bit dense, but what they're basically trying to say, the general gist of it, is that the NX is a reason for increased sales in these Macronix chips. And the chips the Macronix produce are basically just cartridges. This means that it is entirely possible that the NX will not be using the old-fashioned discs, but rather they'll be using great big things like this, or more likely they could be using something like the 3DS cartridges, because they're a lot smaller and it makes a lot more sense. I really don't see them producing anything this chunky in the future. It just doesn't make sense, although they are lovely. I do love me some cartridges, arguably a little bit too much, and they are a little bit more expensive to produce than just old-fashioned discs. I say old-fashioned, but you know what I mean. But there are some inherent advantages to using cartridges, and that's why I think that it may actually be reasonable for the NX to do this. And how am I going to convince you that this is possible? Well, I'm about to tell you. To spice up this video a bit, I'm going to introduce you to a new segment that has just been created specifically for this video, and it is called 11 things about cartridges that are better than discs without a script and that I didn't really have much time to prepare for in advance by Nintendo Life. Specifically me. In order to do this properly, I'm going to have to rub myself with these powerful talismans in order to absorb their loveliness. And so with that, let us begin. Okay, right, 11 things. They have faster loading times. They are more likely to survive a nuclear fallout. They are generally more robust. That's basically the same thing, but I think I might struggle here a bit. They are less prone... No, they're more prone to water damage. They last longer. Discs have a shorter shelf life. They sort of go off over time. That sounds ridiculous, but trust me, it's true. A lot of floppy disks don't work anymore. That's 4 things. Five think, they are nicer to hold in the hand. They are less likely to get snapped in half. They have a greater impact. You're more likely to do some damage against somebody if somebody comes into your house in the middle of the night and you need to defend yourself. A cartridge is going to do a lot more than a disc. That's 6. Is that 5 or 6? I'm going to say 6. If not, this is now 10 things, and you don't get to do this with a disc. Okay, so that's 7. I need 4. Oh god, 4 more. They are just generally, they have proper artwork on... No, that doesn't count. Cartridge slots are cheaper to produce, and they are more robust than disc drives. They are also cheaper as well. That's 9. 2 more. They are also... They take up less room. The actual cartridge slots, not the actual discs themselves. Discs are generally very thin. Also, the cartridges themselves, they take up less room. And let's do one more for good measure. They taste better. Yes! Okay, silliness aside, I think there genuinely may be something to this rumour. It's well sourced, it makes a lot of sense, and also I may be slightly swayed by the fact that it's something that I genuinely would that I personally would like to see, so that may have a bit of an impact on why I think it might be more believable. But what do you think? Is this something you'd like to see? Is it something you wouldn't like to see? Do you think it's believable? Do you think it's complete hogwash? Let us know by leaving a comment down there in the comment section, because that's where comments live. Better yet, why not tweet us at Nintendo Life? And if you want to get in contact with me directly, you can always follow me on Twitter at Alex_only. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you make a fool of yourself on camera for that subscribe button, and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. I'm an idiot.